Hey, I'm Katie and I'm here to share with you guys my favorite summer scrub recipe that I make every year for me and my friends. It's foamy, fluffy sugar scrub that's easily scoopable, provides great exfoliation, and smells just like watermelon candy. Let's do it. Let's start with phase A. To make this scrub foamy, I'm going to be using some gentle surfactants. These will create the creamy bubbles that I'm looking for and include cocamidopropyl betaine. This liquid surfactant makes great foam and is often used in baby shampoo because it's so mild. I'm also going to be adding in a bit of SLSA to boost the bubbles some. Whenever you're pouring this, make sure you have your respirator on. Finally, some sodium lactate to draw the water in from the air and give me some moisture. I'm going to go ahead and pop this onto my hot plate to melt down the SLSA. It has a melting point of about 140 degrees Celsius, so I'm going to turn up the heat and get that thing melting. Phase B includes just our water, which needs to be hot. I'm going to go ahead and boil some water so it can be ready for when I need it. Now I can prep my oil ingredients in phase C. To make this scrub hydrating as well as cleansing, I'm going to be including some cocoa butter and avocado oil. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cocoa butter into the avocado oil. I really like these as a combo because they provide a great feel on the skin. To emulsify the two into the rest of the ingredients, I'm going to be adding in some BTMS 225. I went with this emulsifier because it really helps to thicken up the product and make them really creamy. But you can sub this out with your emulsifier of choice if you want a different texture. Personally, I love scrubs that are scoopable, and I found that BTMS 225 is great for that. While our phase A is melting down, I'm going to go ahead and pop in my phase C into the microwave to get my oils and butters melted down. I'll check back with y'all when all my phases are ready. Alright, so I got my surfactants, water, and oil all warmed up and ready to go. I find that adding them together works best when they're all within about 10 degrees of each other. So I'll go ahead and check. And they're all around 150 degrees, so that works perfectly. I'm going to start off with adding my water phase into the surfactants. Now give it a good stir. Now I'll be adding in the oil phase. And then give that a good stir. You'll see the mixture kind of turn milky white and creamy, and that's exactly what you want. I'm stirring it as it cools so we can move on to the final ingredients. All right, so we got it under 110 degrees. We're ready to move on to the cool down phase. First up is our preservative, and we definitely need to add preservative into this because this formula has water in it. Not to mention all of the sugar and any extra water that might get into the container while it's in use, because I typically apply my sugar scrubs in the shower. I'm using German 2 preservative because it's broad spectrum and is great for emulsion products like this one. With all of that mixed in, it's time for my favorite part, the fragrance. I'm obsessed with our watermelon Jolly Rancher scent. It smells so legit and it's great for summertime. Just go ahead and pour that in and then give it a good stir. To match the fragrance, I'm going to be adding in some colorant. You can use water-based dyes, mica powders, or you can be fancy like me and use this stuff called magical glitter. It may not look like much right now, but after we give it a good stir, you see the pink color come to life. Now I get why they call it magical glitter. This stuff is so awesome, and it's the perfect color to match the scent. Alright, let me go ahead and finish off this formula with the sugar. You can basically use any kind of sugar you want, but I like granulated white sugar because it gives me really nice, gentle, even exfoliation. And this step is totally optional, but I'm also going to be adding in some poppy seeds to really make it look like watermelon. Okay, let's go ahead and fold that in. You can go ahead and package it up now if you want a thinner, more liquidy scrub. But if you want to give this a nice, fully scoopable texture, I'm going to go ahead and whip it up. A hand mixer or whisk blender works great for this. Carefully whisk it until the mixture starts to poof up and thicken. Alright, now it's time to fill our containers. I'm using these clear plastic jars so you can see all the watermelon goodness inside. The scrub has a perfect consistency to scoop it with one of these little ice cream spoons. Whoa. Let's go ahead and slap some labels on them. This is a really good beginner's recipe for foaming, emulsified scrubs that I think everyone can enjoy. It's gently cleansing, exfoliating, and moisturizing. I've made some 8-ounce jars of them, which I would sell wholesale for around $3 to $4 and retail for $6 to $10, based on the cost of materials and labor it took to make them. It's really easy to bring these to the next level with some cute little labels. That wraps up another how-to. I hope you enjoyed following along with me in the lab today, and be sure to tag us on our socials linked down below with your fragrance creations. Until next time, I'm Katie, and I can't wait to make another recipe for y'all soon. Bye for now.